Look.
That's okay. Little slight technical difficulty there. Jason's going to reload that. I don't think anyone was getting any sound there, if I'm right. So just give us a second. Oh, no, you're all on mute. Sorry. Just bear with us a second. Just adding that to the stream now. Cool.
Indoctrination.
Which means the Earth can never be on the horizon. The Earth is always going to be overhead, or at least in Apollo 11, 15 degrees over.
Sounded so berserk, but who was I to question it? Because I was just a tiny kid. It sounded crazy as could be, but teacher would never lie to me. She was real nice, she didn't know. She too was taught to believe in that glow. I don't blame her, it wasn't her fault. She was only repeating what she'd been taught. I went through life believing that lie. That spinning ball was now in my mind.
Don't let them take your mind.
Don't let them take your mind, man.
Don't let them tell you that you are not divine.
Don't let them do it, man.
Take control of your soul.
Take back control. Yeah.
Find the truth. Find it all.
Find it all, man. Yeah.
Don't believe their lies.
Don't believe it, man.
Let them take your mind.
Let them take your mind, man. All right, man. Listen up. So I'm hurling through space on a road to nowhere. So I live my life without a care, Cause I was taught that there ain't no creator. That's what I was told from my educator. So I live my life so selfishly, there ain't gonna be no hell for me. I'll do what I want with no care for others, with no respect for my brothers. Until one day when I woke up and I drank some truth with my coffee cup. I learned that things ain't what they seem. This so-called reality is just a dream. There's deception everywhere that I look. The news, the TV, and in my school books. And pretty soon I'll realize that everything's just a pack of lies, man.
That's what, the answers don't make sense to me. You know, to an adult mind, it doesn't make sense to me.
Let them tell you that you are not divine.
Do you really believe 1969 technology took you to the moon and back 6 times, and now today we can't get there? Yeah.
What is the reason? What is the reason why they want to lie about?
Okay. That's a big question.
What is the advantage about this?
Powerful people can come along and give you a person. And the person that's given us all, you go to school, get good grades, get a good job, buy a house, buy a car, buy a bigger house, buy a bigger car, buy some toys, lots of toys, and they die. Is that a good person? Alright, bye-bye. What do you believe? You are meant for more than that, right? You've been locked in this stupid world of jobs, you know, and television, anything. And they've been lying to me about everything. Healthcare, education, money, rules, everything aspect of your life is a lie.
Don't let them tell you that you are not divine.
Don't let them do it, man. Don't.
Take control of your soul.
Take back control. Yeah.
Find the truth. Find it all.
Find it all, man. Yeah.
Don't believe their lies.
Believe it, man.
Let them take your mind.
All right, we're going to go now. So, see you later on.
I started to connect the dots in them.
Wow, what an awesome bit of content there from James, UkTruth, 2222. Welcome back, everybody. This is another edition of the Globalist Euro Tour live update with myself, Jason of the Disbury, the crew on the camper van, and an edition of a very special guest this evening, Liftin The Lid. Robin, thank you so much for joining us. And to all of you in the chat room who have been going back and forth with us there, lovely to see you all. Coffee Paul, Amanda Panda, Effie Mex, Jim, lovely to see you all. JJ, Clive Albert, Deborah, Ricardo, Ruben, Jilly, Fishing for Truth, Sven, Artist of Elion, and James, UkTruth in the chat room as well. Queen of Swords 444, and Jude and Coffee Paul as well. Lovely to see you all. Z Proxy too. Sorry for that, guys. Thought I'd give everyone a quick rundown there before we started. Lovely to see you all. Wow, we've got a full house tonight, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got an addition to the.
As well.
So for those who don't know, this is Robin. That's Robin there.
We've got. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, I can see a hand there, Dave. There's like a hand coming into
get
the
over
shot.
here. You can't. If you're going to hide out, I'm going to go to bed.
Drop your place in.
Yeah.
We want Jack.
Come on.
We want Jack. We want. Yay!
Can we start off with guys? Was border crossings? Any problems? Was it plain sailing or was it?
We are not crossed yet. We are at the board.
No, I meant last night. Last night. Is it all okay?
Oh, no,
Yes.
little checking.
Yeah, checking as usual. Checking documents and vehicle documents as usual.
As usual.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, it was
part of
okay?
the course, isn't it?
Oh, it was okay, yeah.
Yeah. Straight.
Nice people.
Straight through.
And a good van search.
Oh yeah, we had
And,
a proper van search for drugs. Come
Wow.
in,
really?
drugs. Yeah.
Drugs.
I don't know if they
And what
were looking for it or they wanted some from us. You know.
Just
is drugs these days?
little check out. They were very, very friendly.
So
Little out, they checked every single drawer in the
Yeah,
shelf.
like this.
And bed and underneath the mattress.
School. Okay. Okay.
there you go, Roxanne. You're banned.
Wow.
You're not going on the tour. Telling you, Roxanne, you're not. No. No, you are not going on the tour. I've banned you.
That was me told publicly. Thank you for that. That's lovely. That's discrimination, that is.
And just to put this clear, we've got a few smokers, just smokers. That's all we're talking about. Smokers, not real proper, as in pharmaceutical drugs. We're talking about smoking. So.
Thank you for that little disclaimer there, Jace. Goodness knows what people were thinking until you said that.
I know.
We're sitting there going,
I've got it in one mind. Yeah.
Thank you for that disclaimer, my lovely. So yeah, you guys got searched again. That's not the first time that's happened. So it seems that that's pretty much part of the course when you're going over these borders. So I can only hope your next crossing is going to be plain sailing.
Smooth.
Yes, I think so because we've got a local here, so he'll smooth the passage over. I think
that's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. So where do you want to start, Jace? Do you want to kick off?
No. Let the lads tell us of your morning and how it all come together and how you actually got there and that. Let's start there.
Okay. I guess we picked up Jilly on the way through. Yes, It was actually as we crossed the border, just before we got to Jilly, as we crossed the border, it was like we were smacked in the face with amazing scenery. It was like we had to stop the bus every 5 minutes to take pictures because it was like, whoa, look at that!
Yeah.
Whoa, look at that! Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's brilliant. You know, I was saying that it was a cross between driving through Turkey and if you threw a couple of palm trees in there, it had been St. Lucia as well. So it was just like amazing scenery.
See, that's lovely.
Oh, yeah, they had a swim. I didn't. I've got 5 months of Caribbean to come, so I'm gonna be all swimmed out. So yeah, they had a swim in the water there. So yeah, we picked up Jilly on the way. He was just out there waiting for us. He couldn't miss us.
Oh, lovely.
And then we met Mabus.
Mambus, yeah.
Yeah. How'd you say it?
Mambus. That's his channel, yeah.
Yeah. Who turned out to be a policeman.
No
Really?
way.
Yes.
No.
We parked where?
So, a policeman.
No, it was literally, we were sitting down for some breakfast and he was there, he was talking, and he took out his badge, and I was like, police. So he was he was like smoothing the way for us as well.
Love it.
Yeah, so what happened? We got to the place, and it happened to be they were having the local marathon on that day.
Really?
Yeah, so they were literally
First we went to it.
Yeah, I've got to it. Yeah. But then we went off to the place, and it was the marathon was going. Literally, they had a PA system which was ultra loud, and everyone was crowded round the finish line. So we thought, well, maybe we'll have to wait until they've finished, because the PA was so loud we couldn't even hear ourselves talk next to each other. So we waited, but it was like as soon as the marathon ended, everyone disappeared. It was like the place
it was like the lights are off, everyone go home. Right, go home now. Within 5 minutes, ghost town.
And everyone literally disappeared. And so I think partially because the roads had been closed for the marathon, and it was a Sunday, plus the population of the city isn't that big either. There was literally hardly anyone sort of walking around. But we collared everybody who did, and we ended up having lots of help, because a lot of people turned up, said they were flat earthers straight away.
Wow.
So yeah.
Well, that's not something I expected you to come out with. I didn't expect you to say that. That's the last thing I expected you to say, actually. We had a load of people come out to help. Everyone was pretty much saying, yeah, they were on side.
Yeah. At one point, there was many more flat earthers than people walking around.
Yeah.
There was like 5 or 6 of us, all flat earthers that just popped up. There was nobody else around.
Wow. Well, I mean, what's to be said for that, Robin? I mean, I'm pretty shocked with that.
Well, yeah, I was watching in the live streams as those numbers were starting to build up, and I noticed that Marbus was live streaming. And so Effie Mex, who's in chat now, shout out to Effie Mex.
Brilliant.
He referred us over to that live stream, and they had, I think their peak number was 88, 87. Marbus's channel has something approaching 15,000 subs. So that was a good number to be like.
23.
Was it 23? Sorry, yeah, I forget. I was just really impressed with the buzz that was going on in that stream, and Effie Mex was sending people over when he'd finished back over to Jason's stream, who had, I think the peak number was about 59. So the total max concurrent viewers was getting over 150, which is great.
Yeah, Effie Mex is in the chat room saying Mabus has got 22.7 thousand subs. So yeah, I mean that's a massive outreach there as well. So that's absolutely brilliant. Class.
Yeah, very impressed. Very impressed. And then I noticed the Joe Publics were starting to come in like bees around a honey pot. You know, they started to come round the stands, and good conversations were being had. And I listened to a few of them. They were really good, really open, gentle people. You know, really open. And I remember Jack having a great conversation with 3 guys, wasn't it, Jack?
Yeah.
Did they say? They said ciao at the end. Were they Italian or were they local?
No, they were Turkish.
Turkish. Okay.
Okay.
Really nice guys.
Yeah, really
very
nice,
open.
really open-minded, really lovely, all of them. Yeah.
So I wouldn't do this street activism business with Mabus again. I'm sorry, not doing that again. No, sorry, mate. No, I'm not doing it because what you did. I mean, you know what you did, mate. You know what you did. Yeah.
What did he do? What did he do?
I started talking to this very attractive young woman. And I was really actually quite nice. I was talking to her and chatting to her, and Mabus came along and started, and I was like, oh, okay. I'll see you guys. I'll leave you to it then, shall I? I'm going now. I'm going. I'll forget it.
Okay.
So, yeah, no more, Mabus. No more.
That's it. Mabus has been told. You've been told by Daddy Dave. That's it.
You're done.
Oh no! Look, Brian Savely saying Dave got Love it. Maori saying LOL, Dave. Effie Mex is in tears crying in the chat room there. Brilliant. Absolutely love it. What an awesome situation today then. Another one that yet again you just couldn't make up until you've got to this bridge today and crossed it. We could never have known how the crossing would have gone throughout today. And to hear how it's actually turned out is wonderful. Wonderful. Some awesome interactions did happen today. And
there's a shout out for Gilly because it was his first time actually even going on camera, and he did amazingly well. In fact, there was a woman that I tried to speak to. I handed her a leaflet, and I was walking around, and I saw that she was sitting on a bench reading the leaflet. So I went to talk to her, but she didn't speak English very much. So, I came back and I said to Gilly, somebody over there, go and speak to her. And off he went without hesitation. He was doing a business.
Yep.
Fantastic. Massive respect for you for coming out today and taking part in this massive awareness drive. Without people like you, this tour wouldn't be happening. This is really the people's tour, isn't it, guys? It's so much more than what it had thought we thought this was going to be in the first place. I mean, we just thought it was monumental enough that you were going to do the drive yourself, Jason, and here you are not able to do the drive at all. And we're getting these monumental testimonies almost on a daily basis, guys. Even your journeys from one place to the next without activism involved is a testimony in its own right,
Absolutely brilliant.
You asked the question, Roxanne, like I think it was last night or the night before. You didn't get round to me, so I'm going to answer it now.
Fantastic, thank you.
It was what have you learned over this trip? And the thing I've learned, I've noticed that the conversations that I've had usually follow the same pattern. I'd approach somebody. I'll probably hit them with something, probably ships over the horizon bit and a P900. Yeah. They will ask a question.
Yeah.
I'll answer it, and then they go straight to the why question.
Yeah.
And it turns out I think the why question is the hot question for most people. You can argue all day.
I really am. I'm loving that you're saying this because when I first met John Smith Globali, I can't for you, Robin, or you, Jason, but what you just said to me there was utterly profound because that's really what came out of my friendship with Harry over the first few weeks of getting to know him was that he'd had such an inordinate amount of conversations in such a compressed amount of time that he'd learned all of these patterns of behavior and these program responses that when you start speaking to when you get out of the 100 zone and you start getting into the thousands of people within such a short space of time, these patterns but can't help but come to the forefront. It's one of the stickler questions that you keep talking about, Jason, and you, Robin, that everyone just goes straight to the why. And it's one of those 64,000.
It's irritating though, isn't it? Because, you know, I'd rather have that why question at the end, but it's not. It comes generally at the beginning somewhere, and it's irritating.
But this is the thing, though. I mean, before I was answering the why question. At first, I'd say, you know, money is the top reason. You know, the obvious reason, and 56 million a day business. And then I'd go into the you know, the control. It's how small a number of people can control 7 billion. But it was always that kind of cursory, that kind of shallow view. But I've noticed that because that why question seems to be the top one, the top sort of I don't know, emotional response question, let's put it that way. As I've gone more into that answer, people have responded to that answer, you know, sort of more strongly, shall I say. It's they've you know, when I've explained how the, you know, these people have given us the purpose, and that purpose is, you know, get good grades at school, get a job, get a big house, get a bigger house and a big car, and get more toys, and then die, you know. Then you start to realize that even because most people actually say, oh well, I found my own purpose and all this stuff, but no, they're still within the system that has been given
and provided.
Yeah, and so, you know, we've all fallen for it, but it's answering that question seems to get it through to them how this is very, very important.
Perfectly put.
Which then is control. It's back to control again.
Well, it is. It's the whole thing is to keep you distracted, you know, and tired and busy, so that you never find out who you are and how you add to the world. And that's it, you know, because every one of us, there's something unique about us. Something you can say that nobody else is going to say, something you can do that nobody else can do, you know, some little piece of the puzzle that you add to the world. But unless you know who you are, unless you know that you are more than you've been told you are, you'll never find that puzzle piece, and you'll never ever use it, you know. Correct.
Well said. If it's all right with you guys, I'm just going to chime in. Just know you've got a lot of love and support in the chat room. Amanda Panda just said, to keep you in debt. Well said, my darling. Hello to Astro King, who's just joined us in the chat as well. Lovely to see you. Brian Stavely, well said. Keep us divided with all of their false elf right red blue paradigms to make it easy to control us. A lot of people agreeing with what's being said. The astronauts are mind controlled Freemasons as well. There's a lot of people that are putting their 2 cents worth in the chat, and I just want to shout out all of you for doing that. This is brilliant, because a lot of people feel so isolated within their friends and family and their work, and sometimes these chat rooms are a brilliant outlet for people. And I just want to segue that straight into the Discord link, which has been shared by Sven. Please click that link, go over to Discord. We'd like to try and merge that and let you guys say hello to the crew on the camper van directly. So if you'd like to do that, please go and click that Discord link, where we've got a load of people over there waiting to say hi to you, and we will add you to the conversation where you can say hi to the team before we wrap up. Carrying on as well, Clive Albert, lovely to see you. Jilly's in the chat as well. Lovely to see you. Deborah as well. Voinish as well in the chat. Nora, my darling, lovely to see you as well. Ricardo as well, lovely to see you, going back and forth in the chat. And National Memorial Gardens, lovely to see you as well. Contraption, lovely to see you. He says, this heart skips when good people do great things and my eyes leak. Oh, bless you, my darling. And Vertec as well. Kieran as well. Sven there with the Discord link. There's a Discord link. FEMEX. FEMX said 5 years ago, they said this wouldn't last more than a few weeks, yet here we are, stronger than ever. Well said. Well said. Tapper says, well done, Gilly. Thank you for being here, Tapper, my darling. Lovely to see you. And Jude, sweetheart, and Amanda in the chat room. Lovely to see you wonderful women in the chat room as well. And further up the chat, just in case I've missed out anybody that I haven't already said. I don't think so. Sorry to interrupt everyone with that, but I needed to give everyone in the chat room a shout out. Please help us to keep the wheels turning also by familiarizing yourself in the description where the links are for you to donate through PayPal and the GoFundMe, and where you can find a selection of channels on YouTube that are also involved in the tour as well. Over to you, Jace, Robin.
Yeah, well, I want to say there's also a lot of people that aren't making themselves known. Please do. I know that we see the view counts and that, and I see some of the donations that are saying, you know, that they want to be kept private and that, and I get it, I understand and all that, but there's an awful lot of people that, please, we want to meet you.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, you know, like get yourself known, and please, you know, like, you know, be part of the chat, and we want to get to know you.
Massive. And Estonia's watching as well. Shout out to Tamo, who's in the chat room as well, and to Stacey.
No.
Yeah, lovely to see you in the chat room, Tamo. He says there, Estonia watching.
Cool.
Roxanne, can you highlight Nora's comment? She said people are putting logic before grammar.
Yes.
And if any of you studied the trivium method, there's grammar, logic, and rhetoric. I think this is what Nora's referring to. It's called the trivium method, and it's what the elite learn at their private schools.
Mm-hmm.
They're taught how to think, and that's the advantage they have over us, because they learn how to think critically. And I think this is what Nora's saying is, you know, people want to put this logic before the grammar. And, you know, I get it. People want to know, is there a plausible reason for this big lie? And yeah, I get that. But, you know, what's your business case? We had a guy from Bath watch us for 40 odd minutes, and Nora will remember this. And he came up to me at the end and said, okay, I've listened to you for 40 minutes. Give me your best business case. Why? Now, he had the patience to wait, but I don't think a lot of people do. And so however you best can answer it, you should go for it as soon as you can, because of course you need to say, I'm not the one lying, and I'm only guessing and speculating here, but I actually quite like the way Mark Sargent answers it, which is they didn't have a choice. They discovered the outer perimeter of where we live, and then they militarized space and gave us the blue marble shot because they had to shut down people's thinking about where they lived, and then they could exert this control over you. And I think that's quite a good answer from Mark when he
still doesn't answer why though.
Well, he's sort of saying they didn't have a choice, you know. Then he goes into that, if they told us, what would that mean? And then he goes into, you know, you'd have stock markets crash, all the ologies would have to retool from the ground up, and all the major 5 religions would then, you know, kick ass with the science community, and they just think to themselves, oh, that's quite a short meeting, let's kick the can down the road. And I quite like that, because you can get that across in a few minutes or a couple of minutes. It doesn't satisfy everyone, but on the whole, that's worked for me when I use it. But it's horses for courses, whatever works for you. But I agree with Nora there. You know, people don't know how to think, so they just go, if I can't understand the why, I'm throwing it all out.
Nora said, thank you for the shout out, my darling. So yeah, shout out to you, Nora. Well said for that, my darling. And also, Jilly, I just wanted to say, Jilly said that we expect the same kind of help in Sarajevo. So there's some
on its way. On its way.
Help is on its way. See, this is what happens when you're talking about the truth, though, right? I remember you said it Speaker's Corner a couple of times, Dave. But the obstacles will appear right like that. Right, they'll come right up and face you head on, and it will look like you can't take another step forward, but you just have to. And look, here we are with you guys there now. We're all here talking to you. We're seeing the self-evident truth that's happening each day. This is really working. This awareness campaign that we're doing is working. you are getting people to slow down and listen to what you're saying on the streets. People are looking at that camper van. People are happily taking those leaflets. People are slowing down and having the engagements with you. So I can't thank you guys, all of you watching, all of you donating, all of you that are taking part, that are currently taking part and are looking to take part in the next few weeks as well. I can't thank you all enough. This is such a selfless task.
Awesome.
And talking about donating, we most of you know that I had a little wobbly, a little panic yesterday on donations, and we got perilously close to not having enough to move on to the next country. And then we had some amazing donations late last night. Thank you, Paul. You did a fantastic donation last night. That was really appreciative. We had a £400 donation early hours of this morning. £400 from one person.
Wow.
Wants to remain private, and so I'll respect that. And I mean, obviously, I know who it is, and amazing. And the same person has donated numerous times before, and big sums as well. And I'm so appreciative. It really has. As Robin said earlier in his video earlier on this afternoon, I don't know if you caught it, but please do, because he spells it out really clear, like about the donations and that. And we're so appreciative of it all. But that really has got us to Venice. I mean, like, without a doubt, there's definitely enough money in the pot to get us to Venice. But then when we get to Venice, we haven't got none. So I just want you to keep it rolling, keep it coming, and and think, we haven't got enough to finish. We've always got enough to get to the next few countries and that. And as Robin says, some of these countries, like they'll sponge out of us £200 or £300, like just one country. On a bad day, if we're lucky, we might get in and out of a country in a couple of £100, but sometimes, like the tolls, for instance. I mean, like that was a couple £100 worth of tolls that we just had, just going through Greece and back out again.
Exactly.
Madness.
Sorry to put you on the spot here, Jason, but I can't open my messenger from here, and I don't believe I've got it on Skype. Could you open the video that Robin sent us today? Because I really want to just play this for a playback reason as well. I really want everyone to hear James and Robin saying what they said in the video today. You sent it on Messenger, am I right, Robin? Sorry to do this live, right, but this is a live stream, so I can't help it. I just feel it's an apt time to show it.
Yeah, I'll try and find that.
Is that all right?
Whilst Jason's trying to find that, Roxanne, I just want to let everyone know in chat, Dave, I presume this is okay with you as well, but Malenko sent an email to me saying, please mirror this, far and wide. So, Dave, if you're okay with that, we want to mirror the interview with Malenko far and wide. So, Karen B, yeah, of course, yeah. I just thought I'd double check. Anyone with a subscriber base, please mirror it. I've just put it on my channel, and Dave, when you get to some,
could some of our mods put the link in the chat room as well, just for anybody who's not aware of what the link is? We played it yesterday on the update, but we'll make sure the link's in there tonight for you as well.
So I don't know if Effie Mex's friends with the big channel would be up for doing that, but that would be amazing. That would be awesome.
Absolutely awesome. I've got another major shout out as well for the content that you did with Malenko. As Dirth has just said, the video went out onto the app today, Dave. So that video is now being circulated on Dave's app, which is being advertised currently on the side of the camper van that you are talking to us from. So if I'm correct, what is the loop on that video? Is it 2 weeks?
What do you mean loop?
Is it 14 days? How long or is it a week?
It's just daily, Roxanne.
It's daily. Sorry.
Daily, yeah.
It's a bit late at night. Sorry. So yeah. So for tomorrow and the next day, you know, at least the video will have been on there. People would have familiarized themselves with it. So, and your face is obviously the same face that was on that video, Dave. So hopefully that's going to help with exposure and awareness and getting it more out. Because I know you have had an incredible amount of interactions with people, Jack, using that app. And I know that, Dave, you are quite a distinctive looking man. So I'm assuming that those same people that Jack's had interactions with that said, no, look at the app. Look, this is how it works. Look, you can see this, you can do that, you can do that. They've gone and got the app and they've gone, oh, that's that guy I was speaking to in Prague. Rah. Right, is he talking to the guy in there? Okay, rah. And this is how define force of nature. I'd class that as the truth. Once the truth gets going, there's no stopping it. There's no stopping it.
Actually, somebody came up behind me with a camera phone and said, and had a picture of me from Malenko's first interview.
No way.
Who is it? This is you.
Oh, no way. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Get out. No.
Funny.
Oh, you see, you couldn't make some of this up. So whose book's going to be first then? Because I'm thinking your blogs has got to get turned into a book, Dave. The more I read it, the more I'm like, chapter 16. I want the bits that didn't get onto the blog. I want the juicy stuff. I want the stuff that's just not made it to the blog.
I've got that. I've got the memoirs of the hidden camera on the bus.
I love it.
Agent Disbury strikes again.
Do you see everyone's face go ashen white then?
The memoirs, no, Ruben's on it. The memoirs of allegedly Dave.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bestseller. I can see it now. I can see it. I want the bits that haven't made. Listen, have you guys had a look at his website? Press 1 in the chat room if you've had a look at Dave's website in the last 72 hours. I'm just going to press 1 now. I'm pressing 1 because you know what? I don't know about anyone else, but I've read stuff and then gone back and reread it. Yeah. I don't know if that's an issue, but yeah, I've reread some stuff on there. Yeah, 1.
Uh-oh.
Dave's like, uh-oh. But you see, this is what's brilliant. I mean, Lisa, you are a creative writer and poet and lyricist. Have you been documenting your journey in any way, shape, or form, or is it
no
all in the mind, my darling?
You're just going to copy from Dave's later, aren't you?
Yeah,
are you going to
concentrate writing when you're in a van?
This is true. So I'm thinking, see, after you get back off the tour, can we expect any kind of future
the last
bits and
writing I
pieces?
did was the poem I started to write when I was in the van with Jason. And I never even got to complete that because I've been too busy.
Okay.
And that was really good. That was a fantastic one.
I wrote the questions and answers in between the 2-week gap. But apart from that, I haven't really written anything else.
Jason, can you just answer that, please, quickly in the chat room? Is Carol Disbury the correct PayPal address?
Yeah. Well, you can use that. That's the wife. Yes, you can use that. That was originally her account.
Yes. So the answer, the man from Del Monte said yes. That's a yes from Jason.
Karen's put it in the chat.
Perfect. And Tapper's also popped in. I do believe the link is in the description as well, but Tapper's just popped in the link for Dave Murphy's YouTube channel as well. And Clive has popped in the link for David Malenko's interview. And also, as we said before, please mirror if you've got a good subscription user base. But as Jason says, as Robin says, and as Harry's always said, watch out for the small channels. If you even know channels that have got a smaller subscriber base, please get them to put the channel out as well, because sometimes they can navigate around the censorship of some of the bigger channels and it can get out more. So if we get 100 smaller channels, sharing it that aren't censored yet, as opposed to a bigger-ish channel, we may get you know, I don't know if everyone concurs with me on that one, but I wouldn't be put off by people's subscriber bases because I'm not sure. I mean, answers on a postcard. How much does everyone buy into what YouTube's telling us the numbers are for what anyway?
Nah, don't think so.
I take it with a pinch of salt, really.
I very much doubt it, especially as I remember one time there were 20 people in the chat and it said there were 3 people watching.
I remember that. That was really weird. It said there was under half a dozen people. That was weird. So yeah, I take it a bit with a pinch of salt. So please just, you know, please share it however you can. Now, I don't mean to have missed anybody out in the chat room. So if it's okay with you guys, I'm just going to give everyone a shout out, please, because everyone's doing some great interactions. Kieran, Brian, lovely to see you still interacting. Ricardo, Ivana, good times for all. Zach, lovely to see you. Ryan Phillips as well. Ivana again, Effie Mex, artist of Elion. Tapper, Sven. Oh, it's called the Globali Lounge.
It is.
I like the sound of that. Love it. Voynich says to Lisa, that poem will grow into a novel. Love it. Love it. And Karen B, gorgeous girly, thank you so much for sharing the link. She's in the chat room as well, showing much love and appreciation. And Tamo, yeah, he says, come on, Lisa, road trip poem, please. Tamo
we need more of that. Yeah, let
definitely.
us down, Lisa. Come on, hurry up.
That's out. You're not letting us down, babe. You're doing absolutely brilliant. Don't you worry. Oh, Vertec went, the confessions of allegedly Dave. Dave, I've got to show you something, right? Because as I'm talking to you, people are still going, I'm just letting you know. Lots of ones here. Okay. These ones are still coming on out, Dave. They're just they're coming on out. Effie Mary. Effie Mary as well. Lovely to see you still interacting. Stacey as well. And Ruben, my darling, lovely to see you. I will be in contact with you about you know what very soon. Ruben and me have got a secret project going on. I'm not going to say anything more about that.
Shut up.
Jason has no idea what I'm talking about, guys. Neither does Robin. They're both sitting there going, what's she on about? So yeah, I'm on a secret mission with Ruben as well. I'm on a secret mission with Anthony Riley as well. I'll just say that as well. Yeah. Do you like that? It's good. It's good. It's good. It's really good. Also on a secret mission with Jason as well. Yeah.
I don't. She hasn't told me yet, though.
Secrets going on around here.
No, do you know what? Flat Earth and Globalized surprises. I think I'm working on a Globalized surprise with Ruben, working on a Globalized surprise with Anthony, working on a Globalized surprise with Jason, working on a Globalized surprise with Robin that Robin really doesn't know about yet. That's the honest truth. I'll be in touch with you soon about that, Robin. And working on one with Dave as well. Dave already knows what that one is, and Dave will be doing that surprise with me when he's in St. Lucia. We did talk about it in the car on the way to the airport, but so much has happened since then. You may have forgotten.
Okay.
And shout out to Karen B sharing the link for the Globali Lounge Discord. I've waffled away enough. I do kind of hog the mic, so I'm going to yield the floor over to you.
Over to us.
Over to you all. Whoever wants to take the mic.
Oh, Dave.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Lovely. Love it.
No. Yeah. The thing. The only thing. The thing that came out of being in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Is that how you spell it?
Podgorica.
Podgorica. That's it. I actually really liked the place. Don't know why.
Really?
It was a very cool place. It was not quite there as Prague. Prague is still the top one for me, but this was a really kind of chilled, nice place. And I think it was I think Jilly said that between him and Vesco, they thought I was going to be moving to Serbia or Puerto Rico. So It's looking like a slight possibility because it's a really nice place.
These are countries that I wouldn't have dreamt of going on holiday in a million years. And after I've seen you guys go through these countries, I can't wait to go. I'm so inspired about wanting to go now.
Well, I was a bit disappointed actually because I think I got Montenegro mixed up with Monte Carlo.
Very good.
I love it. I love it. Absolutely brilliant. You see, this is what's wonderful about this, because actually, as you've gone to these countries and you've seen for yourself what the country's about, what the city's about. I know you've not had a lot of time to go do kind of recreational time, but just spending time in the city, talking to the people. You've seen enough to kind of like areas and not like areas, which is lovely.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a little bit unwell, so I had to cough there, so I had to just mute up. That's happened a few times this evening, so sorry if I've sounded a bit sporadic, but I've had to kind of go in the background. Sorry.
Yeah, there was a couple of places I didn't really like an awful lot. I think you joined me in some of them. I mean, I didn't like Romania very much.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, for me, Austria, Vienna in Austria, I didn't.
Oh, for me the worst. Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst feeling and everything.
Yeah. But generally, I mean, it's been a positive experience all round. There are places that, as Jason said, there are places that I would never have thought of going to on holiday or anything. But we've been there, and I like Belgrade as well. I mean, I've never even thought of that.
Oh yeah.
I'd hardly even known about that place, and I thought it was brilliant. Apart from the bloody great big pyramid in the middle, exactly in the middle of Belgrade. No, don't think so. Oh no! Oh yeah, and there was a big phallic symbol in the middle of the
surprise.
Surprise, yes. Right in the middle there.
Right, slap bang in the middle. And you see, I feel like symbolism is going to be their downfall.
All right, yes. It was the phallic symbol and the fountain. So because they're always together, aren't they? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Just
I want to shout out Boynish as well. You guys are obviously doing something right, because he says they work hard 24/7 and look like they're on holiday. Looks can be deceiving. Looks can be deceiving. I'm just going to show you the comment right there. Look, they work hard 24/7 and look like they're on holiday.
But they're
let you
shattered.
guys respond to that.
Yeah,
I won't answer for you.
Right, can I say a few thank yous to a couple of people who have donated, please?
No.
Yes, you can.
So there's another. Well, obviously we had that £400 donation from Mr. Anonymous. Thank you very much. I really appreciated that. That was in fact, we had 3 anonymous donations in a row. We did. So we had a £20 donation from Mr. or Mrs. Anonymous, so thank you very much. And then we had the £400 one, and then we had another £20 anonymous donation, which is really appreciative. Also, we had a donation from Daniel. Daniel, thank you very, very much. We had a Mr. Wise, Mr. David Wise, you've done a donation. It's a very odd one on PayPal. I'd like to. I don't even know if I should say how much for, but there's a lot of ones involved. An awful lot of ones. What's all that about, David?
I wonder if David's had a look at the old website. Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave. I'm saying this to Dave Murphy. I'm saying, Dave Murphy, I wonder if those ones may be corresponding to the one question, that they had there. We'll have a look. Yes. And Dave did say there's a lot of Daves out here. There is a lot of Daves. Dave,
Thank you very much. What's it? That's right, Bertek. There is a lot of ones, but it's a lot more than that. The decimal needs to move over a lot. Thank you very much. It's fantastic. It's really helpful. That is.
Wow.
I also wanted to give a big shout out. While I'm here for ZoomTruth.com. I've just been. In fact, let me show you guys. You know, like I don't think I'm not sure if you've all
Screen
seen
share
this.
if you want. I'll add
I
that
will.
to this.
Yeah, I will just quickly screen share that. Can you see that?
No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah?
When you're ready. No. No. Just screen share first.
You sure?
Absolutely. Positive.
All right, I'll do it again. I don't know
Nothing
why.
to add.
Yeah, share again.
No.
You got it?
Nothing.
It says screen sharing was cancelled. Make sure I'll do it again. Share. Click. Share.
No.
Oh, I don't know why then. Anyway, so look, I wanted to say, get yourself over to UkTruth. He's updated as People Finder, and he's got over 1,000 members there now. And I'm just amazed, and like to see where all of these people are all over the world. Like it's fantastic.
I'm just
He's
seeing
done
if I
so
can get
well. UkTruth.com.
I haven't. You know what? For everyone that's got a, I signed up to the previous one.
All right. So you haven't signed up for the new one.
That's another thing you got to say as well, because some people might not know. So
Yeah,
if you haven't done, like, let me just screen share, because I'll show you what I haven't done. How about I do that? Here's what I haven't done. Do you get it? So when I use my username,
it again.
Password, it doesn't work. So I need to get a new account. So that's what you need to do. Even though I signed up to the previous one, I still need to get a new account.
Yeah.
So everyone that hasn't done that, go ahead and get a new one. FE Mech said, yeah, he had similar glitches with StreamYard earlier on today. He had issues screen sharing with his guests as well. So thank you for that. And shout out to Waxman, the living legend that is Waxman Dolly Daydream Study in the chat room as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Critical Inception as well. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. He says, anybody who's not on zoomtruth.com, please go there, sign up, put your zip code. You don't need to put every detail, just a general location of where you're at so people can network and find people. Brilliant way of people networking with each other. So that's wonderful. Thank you. I yield the floor again.
Yeah, on UkTruth as well, they've got this new like chatting part as well. A little bit like what we've done with Discord and that, like we can still chat and interact with people and that. What I find really useful for it is my local area. I haven't reached out and contacted all of the people on there, but if anyone you expect a call soon, it will be happening. So yeah, no, it's fantastic. Well done. Well done. Fantastic.
Lovely. Just a quick shout out there to Globebusters who've just joined the chat as well. Great show this evening, guys. Lovely to see you in the chat room as well, my darlings. And to Adam Meakin, who's counting the sleeps now. 5 more days.
Not long, is it?
I'm right saying 5 more days till Adam Meakin gets there? That means there's only 5 more days when Dave Murphy's there.
Yeah.
I
hope I'm going to be able to get home.
Yeah, one way by Shanks's pony.
We haven't even. That's all about the donation.
Donkey's on its way. Dave. Donkey's on its way. Donkey's on its way. It left England 2 days ago. It's on his way. Little donkey it is. It's a little one, but it'll be all right.
Okay.
Shanks's pony. We'll get you back by Shanks's pony.
What I'll do, Dave. What I'll do, Dave, if you're okay with it, I've arranged to have your little one-wheel bike shipped over. Okay, good to go.
I wish I'd brought it over with me. I really do, because that would have been brilliant to get people in, sort of to connect and give leaflets out with. I really, really, really wish I'd brought it with me. It would have been brilliant.
Yeah. Maybe next trip. Maybe when we get to the States.
Yeah.
You never know. Again, Sven is in the chat room sharing the Discord link. Jason, is there any way you can add them? If there's anybody there that wants to shout out to the crew on the camper.
Let me see. Let's have a quick peek. Does anyone want to speak? Hello?
Oh, I just noticed Kalis of Konos Kapla!
Thank you. £8 from Catalyst of Konos as well. Let's get the bus all the way back to Calais and beyond. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. That's multiple donations from Catalyst as well. And
Wow.
Trinity 4 said, we just completed a 1,000-kilometer drive from Scotland to make the tour. Very tired, but excited for the week ahead. So we've got Trinity 4 and Adam Meakin. We are on the 5-day countdown for the changeover from Dave Murphy to Adam and the other Dave. There's a lot of Daves, like Dave Weiss said. There's Dave. There's a lot of Daves. There's Daves. Dave's everywhere. Dave's there. Dave.
Hello, Dave. You my wife.
Love it. Absolutely love it. It's been a trip and a half, hasn't it, Dave? What Dave am I talking to?
Right.
Dave Murphy. How does it feel knowing that you're approaching you're on the last lap now? You're on the last lap.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna miss waking up in a different country.
What date do you leave for St. Lucius?
What day do I leave for St. Lucia?
This is where Dave goes. No, I'm going to the wedding, and Jason, you're supposed to know.
I'm going to Portugal. I'm going to Portugal for a week.
Okay.
To help somebody, and then I've got the wedding to go to, and then St. Lucia.
Wow.
All in the space of about a week or two.
Wow.
Can I just ask you a question? Is this possibly the most you've travelled in 1 year? Country-wise, I'm just saying country. Is this the most countries you might have been to in one 12-month period?
It could well be, actually. There was 1 year that it was like almost the same. It was every week I was waking up somewhere differently. But yeah, it could well be, yeah.
And Jack and Lisa, how are you feeling about Dave being on his last 5 days? Are you going to be quite somber to see him go?
No, they'll be like, they'll be kicking me out the door.
you see, I know that because you told me, Jack, when I first met you, you've watched a lot of Dave's content as well over the years. Like Dave's been an individual that's been on the screen, and there he is. You spent all of this time with him. How has that been?
It's going to be heartbreaking, yeah.
Yeah.
You lying bastard.
I love you guys, man. I'm telling you, like I said, there's not much more closer to the Most High's work than I see you guys doing out in the streets. It's an incredibly selfless task, and the way you guys have just banded together and got on with it in such close proximity. You got people going psychopathic within 2 minutes in the Big Brother house, and they've got a massive big house with all the luxuries, and you're there with a van, and you're getting on with it. And there's no 50 grand prize at the end or any like major like cash prize.
Yeah, there is. What? You mean I sat this out for nothing?
Jason, tell them. Did you not tell them, guys? Did you just leave that interpretation? What are you like? But yeah, no, I can't thank you enough. And again, if anyone wants to shout out the crew on the camper van, please go and do that on Discord just now. We'll try and patch you guys in. Jason, I don't know how to do that. That's your remit.
Yeah. Okay. But a big shout out for Joe? Joe as well? Joe Mama. Thank you very much. Awesome. Thank you very much. Brilliant. Really good.
Yay. Wonderful. Are you able to patch in Instagram? Discord.
Yeah. There's no one kind of in there talking at the moment.
Fine.
So.
That's fine then. Not
Sven. Yeah, Sven. Are you going to speak to us, Sven? Hello.
This may work. This may not work.
No.
Good evening. Good evening.
Hi, Sven. How's things? Yeah, we can hear you.
Excellent. I just wanted to really just shout out for everybody who's doing all that fab stuff out and about on the road. It's really, really inspiring. The message is getting across really well to those of us watching from afar. maybe even when we don't always text stuff and say how great we think it is, we do. And a lot of people are quite inspired about it. And we talk about it a lot. I was talking about it with Paul on the plane, and Roxanne and everything else, and everybody's of the same opinion. So it's a fabulous effort. And I hope it continues right to the end, as was originally planned. It would be a crying shame if it didn't. So the responsibility lies with us all to get our heads together and make sure that the wheels keep turning and that we get to the final destination.
Yeah, thanks for
Well
that.
said, Sven. Well
Yeah.
said, my darling. Couldn't have said it any better myself. And to anyone else that wants to participate, go and click this Discord link now, and we'll patch you through the same way Sven's just come through. And you can have your say. Come and say hi to the crew. Come and put your 2 cents worth in and have your say. Click the Discord link before we wrap up this stream, and come and say hi to the crew.
And also, just before I go, I'd just like to quick shout out to Amanda the Globe Denier, who can't be with us this evening because they are on a power out in California at the moment.
Well said, Sven. Exactly, yeah. It's power down for her, so she's having to run on kind of a skeletal system situation over there. So shout out to Amanda, my darling. Our thoughts and prayers are with you just now, sweetheart.
Well, it's
that's about it, really. That's all I wanted to say. So I wish you all the best. Everybody, stay safe. Have a successful continuation of the journey, and love you all. Speak to you all soon. Cheers.
Cheers, fans.
Thank you, thank you, darling. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, is that that's Ricardo speaking? Hey, Ricardo.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I want to say, absolutely. Hi to everybody on the Globalist tour. Dave, Jack, Lisa, all of them, the great troopers. Jason, who got this rolling, and Roxanne, who's amazing also. And without Discord, me and Sven would not have had these great conversations that we've had. So me and Sven has had a great connection, and we've talked for hours, literally hours. And even though we're in time zone difference, 6-hour difference, we find a way to talk, and then we look for each other now, and we connected on Facebook. And so, I think this Discord is a great thing to connect with people, even though, so to speak, we're across the pond. So it's important these kind of things are important for me to connect with people who are awake and continue to, go forward with that.
Yeah.
These kinds of platforms, is like what I told Sven, are important. It's just another platform to keep going the future of other people being awake, and people like me and him have talked about. There are so many people that are on the fence, and there's so many people that are like scared to talk about this because they don't want to be shamed or ridiculed. And so it's good. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to say that it's important to keep these platforms going, and you guys are pioneers that are out on the street with the banners and everything that you guys are doing, and I will support as much as I can with funds, and I think that's important for everyone to know that we need to just focus on that, and people who are awake need to just understand it and support people like people who are actually on the street speaking to people, and they take ridicule all the time, and so they have to deal with that. And I haven't done that. Hopefully I will do someday, but I haven't done that yet. But anyway, so just want to say thank you so much for all of you for your effort.
Thank you, Ricardo. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Ricardo. Yeah, you need to meet up with some guys, where you are, and just hand out leaflets. That's where we all start. We just hand out leaflets, and then you just go from there. You accidentally falling into a conversation just by handing out leaflets. It just gets easier and easier then. But you've donated so much. You've given us so much support, Ricardo. So much respect for you, buddy. Thank you very much.
Massively. And a lot of people were resonating with what you were saying in the chat room as well, Ricardo.
Thank you. Thank you, and thank you guys. Love you guys.
Cheers, buddy. I take it we've lost Robin. Have we lost Robin?
Yeah, he had to chime out, but he sent us his well wishes in the chat room as well. So thank you, Robin. Thank you for joining us this evening, my darling. Coffee Paul has just said, great work, Lisa, Dave, and Jack. Massive support for you guys. You guys and Lisa must be absolutely shattered. And there's quite a few. I'm just gonna carry on talking. I'm gonna scroll up and pop them on the screen.
Yeah. Well, I see Dave just Trinity 4 Dave just popped in there. So
yeah.
Hi, Dave.
Shout out Trinity 4 as well. Jane of Torquay thinks you're amazing, Lisa. Thank you so much, my darling. Thank you, Jane, for tuning in and interacting in the chat room as well. Joe Mama, it's amazing what the Global Euro team is doing. I think about them every day. Wow. Joe Mama.
Me too.
Joe Mama. Like I said, you guys, other than my kids and that, you're the guys, you're the first thing that I'm thinking about when I'm waking up and going to sleep. You guys are on my mind constantly. I'm sending you positive vibes constantly, and hoping that your passage is eased as much as possible.
I just thought that you made that Big Brother comment, that this is like the Big Brother. I'm the one that's been voted off. I've just realised. I'm being voted off the bus.
You know what? It's only because you're in such high demand, Dave. If we could have you all the way to the end, we would.
No, it's too late. I've been voted off. I'm off in a few days. I'm gone.
It's not fair.
If I just move Jack to the passenger seat and I drive us into London, am I the winner?
Yeah. Could you do me a favour, Jason? Could you play the clip that Robin sent us? If that's all right.
Yes. If it lets me screen share, I will try again.
If not, could you just send it to me on Skype and I'll happily screen share it.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I will shout out Vertek, Kieran, Effie Maori, Coffee Paul, Critical Inception, Everybody Equals Mind Controlled Squared, Trinity 4, my darling, lovely to see you in the chat room, Lifting the Lid, Jane of Torquay, Sven P, Catalyst is still there, Tapper 777, Jude, my darling, lovely to see you, Jane of Torquay, and Mighty Atom, National Memorial Gardens.
Robin, it is actually already shared on Skype. It's just under Roxanne and Robin. If you have a look, it won't let me share. I tried again.
All right.
I'm just gonna say I want to slap Ruben when I get back because he just said vote Lee back in.
What is he like? Well, what is he like? Yeah, I don't have it. I just don't have it. I can't get into my computer, so I don't have it. It's not. I don't know where to go on Skype to find it. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, yeah, I found it.
Right. Okay.
Good fun. You can tell I'm good at what I'm doing right here. Okay, so add to the stream. Good. And hopefully, ooh, hold on. Let me do that. Remove and just start again. So I'm not sure it's going to share the sound. So everybody, take a look at this.
Hi, this is Robin, and I've donated to the Globali Euro Tour. I know it will make a difference, so I encourage anyone else to do the same. You will make a massive difference.
Hey everyone, this is James. This is UkTruth 2222 on YouTube. I've just donated, and we need your help to keep the wheels moving all the way through to the end. Please donate. Keep it fair.
Perfect. So,
Yeah. Do you want to say
no,
about?
go on. Go
I
for
was going to say, look, this is just the start of a long, continuous, video that we're going to start playing. But we need your help. We need you guys to, do your own videos. You know, we want to join all of these together. Of just a heads up on that you've donated. Please supply your videos, and we're going to join. A big, huge chain of them together. That's what I was going to say.
Perfect. Yep. You took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah. The more videos we can get, the more we can string together. So in any way, shape or form that you're connected to us on social media, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook Messenger, Skype, email, WhatsApp, Snapchat. No, I'm not on Snapchat. So yeah. Any other way, I think you can email video, can't you? Via WeTransfer?
Yeah, well, that's right. If you can always use WeTransfer, or you can just put them on YouTube and send us the link. But WeTransfer, and just send us the link to it by email to jason@globali.co.uk, or roxanne@globali.co.uk, or robin@globali.co.uk.
Lovely to see Cami in the chat room as well. Hello, my sweetheart. Lovely to see you. Other than that, I think we should wrap up and let everybody know what's happening over the next couple of days.
Yeah. So the guys are off to Sarajevo in Bosnia tomorrow. Yeah, it is tomorrow.
More help at hand there. More help at hand.
Yeah, and then they're off to Zagreb in Croatia. Followed by Jack's hometown, or a city, I think it's city. Pronounce it, please, Jack.
Ljubljana.
Ljubljana.
Wow.
Was that okay?
Yeah, the closest.
Right, and then we'll be arriving at Venice in Italy. So we'll be having a day off around either before or after Ljubljana.
Before, when we come from Zagreb, we will have day off, and then Ljubljana.
And this is a real day off. This is not a fake day off with lots of travel.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
It's a real day off where they're going to have some fun, and he's going to get to meet his friends, family, wherever he's got to do, and introduce Dave and Lisa to everyone he knows, I guess. You know, like and then we're making our way to Venice in Italy. We'll have the 2 days. We'll have 2 days on the street, and then we'll be saying goodbye to one of the Daves and welcoming the other Dave. It's going to be a sad moment. I think I don't think it's very fair. I think you should carry on to the end, Dave.
Mm-hmm. Me too. It's too bad. I'm being kicked off the bus. I mean,
Damn, but it would have been such an amazing, awesome tour if you could have just saw this through to the end, and you know, like, it just would have been amazing.
If it hadn't have been shifted, I would have been able to do it, but no, I had a hard stop, so
you did, yeah.
Nothing I could do.
All right. Well, this is a conversation that we'll have on Venice, I take it, or even the night before Venice, because we will be seeing you for the update of Venice night time, will we? You would have been on the plane by then, I would imagine.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll say our farewells the night before then.
Yeah. Okay. You'll have to let me know where I'm going.
Don't worry, we'll have it all worked out. We'll have
I
it all
haven't
worked out.
got branded, Dave. It's okay. You won't be at the airport saying, "Where's the ticket?"
I'll be there with a cupboard cut out. Don't worry. You'll see. You'll say Dave Murphy.
No, it's got to be allegedly Dave. I want to see
All right,
the allegedly.
Dave, I'll get the kids on it. I'll get a nice high impact sign, and you'll be sure that I'll have ball taken everyone around me.
Yeah. And as Sven says, Jack and Lisa, if you want Dave to stay, it's in your hands. All you've got to do is hide his passport.
No, viewers, it's up to you. You vote for me.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So if that's everything, then we're going to wrap up for this evening. We've been going for just over an hour, so I'm going to let you guys get some rest. Lisa, did you just say something, darling?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, sorry. You've been a bit quiet this evening.
You should do. Have.
No, you did say you just woken up just before we went live. So yeah, massive love to you, my darling, up there, and massive love to you, Jack. Massive love to you, Dave. I can't thank the three of you enough for doing all of the stuff that you're doing. My heart goes out to everything that you're doing. Everyone in the chat rooms, love and support is with you every second of the way. We're wishing you safe travels, safe evening. Jason, if you're all done, I think what we'll do is, if you haven't got anything else to play, not everyone that's in the chat now, there's 70 people watching. Those people weren't watching at the beginning. So if you want to play out what you played everyone in with, that would be cool. If not, you can play something else. It's absolutely fine.
I think it was you, wasn't it? Was it you that played it? Or was it me? Was it me? It was me, sorry. If it allows me to play.
No worries, yeah.
Well, no, I'll try. But, and please, if you haven't already, please subscribe to UkTruth 2222. He's done some amazing work for us, and long may it all continue. But please subscribe to his channel, along with all the smaller channels. Please all subscribe to them. You know, like we want so many more activists, but they need to be able to live stream. Yeah, you have to subscribe to them, please, and share. Obviously, share. I will try it again because I think it lets me share Chrome.
Cool. And please, guys, even though we've said it already, whatever you're able to donate, no matter how small, please click one of the links for PayPal and GoFundMe, and please help us to keep these wheels turning across Europe. As when we finish this tour, we'll have done 15,000 miles, we'll have handed out almost 25,000 leaflets, and we will have had hundreds, and if not thousands of interactions. Hundreds of thousands of people will have seen the camper van. This is a well worth cause for pushing awareness, for questioning what we've been taught is fact, and pushing for social acceptance of this most important subject. So please take a look in the description box, familiarize yourself with the links. There's a lot of channel links in there, and all the links to get you started on donating. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in and be with us here as we catch up with the Globalist Tour Euro 2019. We'll be back tomorrow, I believe. Did you say? Yes. Tomorrow, Jason?
Yes.
Yeah?
Sorry.
Yeah. So if you haven't done so already, subscribe to Jason's channel. It's Jason of the Disbury. Hit the notification bell, because that's how you're going to see the team go live. And then we will join you for an update at 10 p.m. GMT, or as close to that time as possible, given the service, given the destination, given the location, and given the crew's availability to be there. We're so grateful that you do this. I know it's somewhat laborious for you. You're tired. It's been a long day, but we can't thank you enough. So until tomorrow, we will play you out with a wonderful piece of content that's been put together by James, UkTruth 2222. And as Jason said, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to his channel as well. Take it away, Jace.
Cheers, guys.
Well, we all believed in that spinning ball, indoctrination.
Which means the Earth can never be on the horizon. The Earth is always going to be overhead, or at least in Apollo 11, 15 degrees up.
Sounded so berserk, but who was I to question it? Because I was just a tiny kid. It sounded crazy as could be, but teacher would never lie to me. She was built and was taught to believe in that globe. I don't blame her, it wasn't her fault. She was only repeating what she'd been taught. I went through life believing that lie. That spinning ball was now in my mind.
Don't let them take your mind.
Don't let them take your mind, man.
Don't let them tell you that you are not divine.
Don't let them do it, man, no.
Take control of your soul.
Take back control. Yeah.
Find the truth. Find it all.
Find it all, man. Yeah.
Don't believe their lies.
Believe it, man.
Let them take your mind.
Let them take your mind, man. Alright, man, listen up. So I'm hurling through space on a road to nowhere. So I live my life without a care, cause I was taught that there ain't no creator. That's what I was told, cater. So I live my life so selfishly, there ain't gonna be no hell for me. I'll do what I want with no care for others, with no respect for my brothers. Until one day when I woke up and I drank some truth with my coffee cup. I learned that things ain't what they seem. This so-called reality is just a dream. There's deception everywhere that I look. The news, the TV, and in my school books. And pretty soon I'll realize that everything's just a pack of lies, man.
That's what the answers don't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. Do you really deny technology? Yeah. Okay. But took you to the moon and back 6 times, and now today we can't get there.
What is the reason? What is the reason why they want to lie about?
Okay. That's a big question.
What is the advantage of this?
Powerful people can come along and give you a go to school, get good grades, get a good job, buy a house, buy a car, buy a bigger house, buy a bigger car, buy some toys, lots of toys, and they die. Is that a good purpose? Alright, what would you believe? You are meant for more than it, right? You've been locked in this stupid world of jobs, and television, everything, anything. And they've been lying to you about everything. Healthcare, education, money, law, everything aspect of your life is a lie.
Don't let them tell you that you are not divine.
Don't let them do it, man. Don't.
Take control of your soul.
Take back control. Yeah.
Find the truth. Find it all.
Find it all, man. Yeah.
Don't believe their lies. Let them take your mind.
All right, we're going to go now. So, see you later on.
I started to connect the dots and I'm